Hey guys, Omni here. We are back for Superman Lois, episode 4. You know, this is going to be the second to last episode until the show goes on break for, I think, until May. In the meantime, Supergirl's final season is going to be taking its time slot until then, until they get back on track and get back to airing. This all is due to a COVID-related incident that happened during the production, but it's going to suck to take a break in the middle of it. I hope it doesn't kill the momentum for the show after the fact, but so far, I am loving it. I hope people return to it afterwards, and who knows, maybe even branch off into some of the other CW shows. We'll see. There definitely is a very stark difference between this show and the others, however, so not sure how likely that's going to be, but I'm really enjoying the other shows, particularly Black Lightning and The Flash right now. But this one's been fantastic. Last episode, we had Superman face off with somebody else who had superpowers, and they were working for Morgan Edge. So there's a thread we're pulling at there. It was pretty interesting. Jordan's joined the football team. His powers have started to surface a little bit more consistently. You know, there was almost an incident at school with his heat vision again. And then when he was trying out for football practice, he was definitely exerting some strength that is above normal human strength. So we'll see how that plays out. Clark's allowed him to be on the team. We'll see how that goes. He seems to actually be making some friends now that he's been able to kind of push back a little bit and earn some respect, even from the bullies that he had been running into. Even the ex-boyfriend of Sam, you know, he's who knows where this is going to go at this point. I like that we did kind of take a step back from Lex, since he was the focus of the first two episodes, and we're going more down the Morgan Edge line. So I'm curious to see where this goes. We got what may be a Kryptonian taking out that superhuman hitman at the end of the last episode. I'm not sure if that's the person he was supposed to be talking to, if that was somebody else, if they're Kryptonian, if they're not. I'm not too sure who that person is. So I'm curious to get some answers to some of these questions. But without that being said, let's go ahead and dive into this episode. Remember, full unedited reactions to this show, as well as all the other DC shows that we cover here on the channel, even some of the Marvel stuff over on Disney Plus, is all available unedited over on Patreon, or if you become a member here on the channel. And we're still even looking at some other projects or some shows down the line to eventually add to this lineup as well. So that's there if you're interested. I just help support the channel. But let's go ahead and dive into this episode. Here we go. Saskatchewan, 6 years ago.
Maintain your course.
What is this? The fuck is that?
Now the resurrection begins.
Are we supposed to know what the hell that was? That meteor shower? Kryptonians?
She also works at your bank. She's an employee of mine. Is her? Then I insist she join us for dinner.
What? That was weird.
Dad?
Hey!
I know it's a surprise, but it's John's home opener.
You never came to any of my games.
Clark?
All right, let's go. Defense, let's go. Pick it up. Kent. Yes, coach. No, not you.
No.
The other one.
God damn it.
George Stack.
Come on. Come on, it's just like practice.
This is different than practice.
No, hey, you got this, okay? You can do it. Just go.
Come on, buddy. Come on. You got this, man. You got this. Yes! Dude, Tyler's so good at just playing like this wholesome dad, dude. I love it.
Something you want to tell me?
He knows. Oh, shit. He's like, there's no way he's that good. I know him.
He has powers. You didn't tell me.
It will probably never even happen again.
Clark, how's he helping? By coaching the team?
He's involved, which is a hell of a lot more than you ever
I
were.
don't like it. The world is changing. Nobody's seen you in the skies. Crime groups like Intergang are already planning an
Intergang.
activity.
I understand you're one of mine. You work at my bank. I glanced at your file. Graduated magna cum laude from Stanhope College, and yet you chose to come back here where your options were
somewhat limited. Perhaps you can find something more worthy of your unique gifts. If you want to make a real impact, I can be a resource.
What does he want with Lana? Whoa! Jitters! What the fuck? I mean, where did that come from, though?
Oh, take away. Never celebrate until you cross the goal line.
Okay, guy who runs in Mach 10.
Ah ha ha. Go.
It's actually faster. You can't
That's why
catch.
he plays defense.
Yeah.
Hey. You okay?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just hard. It's like I'm on the bench and then Jordan's got the game ball.
There's room for you to step up.
I mean, he is just a defense, so I mean, if he's a QB, backup or otherwise, it's not like he's taking his spot. Maybe just his respect.
Show up and say some words on behalf of justice.
I'll be there.
Great. Now, if you'll excuse me, I just found out Edge is at the mines. If I show up out of nowhere, knock him off balance, maybe I pop something loose.
If you wait, I can go with you.
Gosh, she is so
I've
Lois.
practiced. I can handle myself.
Honey, I was right there.
It's not about you.
I mean, I don't
was
know,
annoyed.
man.
He made me uncomfortable and you didn't even notice.
You want me to get in the guy's face because he dared to talk to you? I mean, I could have been a jerk to your boss too, but then you would have been pissed at that, right?
Whatever, I need some air.
Lana?
I don't know. That sounds like a conversation I may have had at some point in my life.
You should fold while you still can.
Actually, I have one more ace to play.
Yeah.
Bring it with me to the town assembly. Maybe we can talk more then. For now, I'm done with you unless this creep show has anything to add. I didn't think so.
Dude, you don't fuck with Lois, man.
I think they need a wake-up call. See, the thing is, that's not chewing gum. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that was a good edit. Oh, dude.
Bishop 6, Intergang has attacked the prison transfer. Bishop 6, respond.
Yeah. Something's wrong.
Oh no, he's not going to show up.
What happened to your cats?
It's driving me crazy, so I tore it off.
Bishop 6, please respond. Priority Alpha.
Dad.
Kilgrave has escaped.
That's the same steps that Sarah and Barry were sitting on in Crisis.
See you soon, Big Blue.
Don't waste his time. Try to think about the fact that when your dad gets distracted, lives are at stake. Understood?
Yes, sure.
I mean, he's not wrong, but it's just so cold.
Don't super spy on my pulse rate or whatever you do.
You clench your jaw when you're mad.
I'm not mad. When we started dating, I knew what I was getting into, and I don't get mad about you missing date nights or anniversaries because of some idiot with a nuke. But lately, with everything that's going on with the boys, and it feels like I'm really far down on your list of priorities.
Is that honestly how you feel?
Right now, in this moment that I might regret tomorrow, yeah. Lana asked me out for a drink, and I need one.
Oh.
Sorry, I'll fix it.
You can't afford a burger. How are you gonna pay for some nice-ass furniture?
Huh?
Logan Square.
My papers.
Where's Kilgrave? He just said to get you here.
Oh.
Sonic blaster to work. I needed you in closer range.
Oh, it's burning his ears. Oh, what the fuck?
Seems like you're obligated elsewhere. It makes you distracted, vulnerable.
Dude, this is straight from X-Files right here, man. Holy shit. In the woods, in Vancouver.
You need to use the ELT, okay? I think I did this to him. What? What are you talking about? The bonfire, the party. I think my heat vision caused an explosion and it affected him somehow. Okay, well look, you can run.
How though?
Right now, we need Dad. Jordan, you remember what Grandpa said? Dad's too busy saving the world. Look, he's not the only one that can do this. Trust me.
Oh!
Jordan!
Oh my god, dude.
Where's the ELT?
Dude, it's kind of creepy.
Jordan, we need to get out of here now. We need Dad. I need you to get up.
Kilgrave's down. Come and get him. Instant medical units. There's bystanders on site.
Damn, man. Oh.
The air's thin up here. It'll help calm you down.
He didn't kill the kid, did he?
Saw the video. My heat vision, it gave Tag those powers.
No, it's not how it works.
Yeah,
you
that's-
don't know that.
You're right. I don't
I mean,
know how.
that doesn't make any
why
sense,
any of
but
this is happening.
sure.
And the truth is, I've honestly been really jealous about all of it, and I'm sorry about that. But Jordan, look, I do know this.
God damn it.
You would never hurt anyone, ever.
Jonathan, at the end of the
Whatever
day,
happened.
is the fucking best.
It was an accident, okay?
And he, like, took the high road and, like, admitted that he's been jealous.
I had a team analyze that cell phone footage. Your heat vision caused a blast, but there was another material present, a yellow phosphorescence.
Oh, Morgan Edge. The powered people.
What your grandpa's trying to say is that he's going to go to a special school for kids with these sorts of abilities.
Wait, there's a special school for kids with powers? How many of these kids are there?
That's classified.
Why did you wait so long to use the ELT? Why didn't you call me the minute you knew something was wrong?
You cannot tell the boys not to come to me for help.
My point was to help them see the life and death stakes of your job.
My job is I'm their dad. That's my job.
You're the most important person in the world. They need to respect the obligation that comes with it.
I have to respect that obligation.
This is the same toxic, honor above all else crap you used to pull on me when I was a kid. And we're not gonna be applying them to our boys.
I made a choice to dedicate my life to the armed service.
You could have done both. That's what Clark is doing. So how dare you tell him he can't be the father he is because you never bothered to give it a go. You keep pushing us, you won't be welcome here anymore.
I want you to open a new protocol. Call it Project 7734.
What are you doing, Sam?
Yeah. Enough ex-kryptonite to resurrect an army.
All right, guys, we got some stakes here. Oh my God! So we got Thaddeus Kilgrave for a hot minute. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, he's not like a huge known villain to begin with. Kind of your typical super smart science guy. I mean, his main alias is just Professor Kilgrave. He does work with Intergang, which is another. You might be more familiar with Intergang than in like the more recent DC animated stuff. They've kind of popped up quite a bit if you're Been keeping up with most of that. Now, is this project, that sounds familiar, Project 7734. So Project 7734 is basically just a project with the Sam Lane puts together to try to, in his own ways and methods, to protect Earth. Former members include Lex Luthor, as well as Superwoman, Supergirl, Superwoman. So yeah, we'll see if they go that route or not. I'm curious to see how that unfurls. So Morgan Edge, whatever he's doing with everything in Smallville, it seems to be, of course, we saw those pods landing. I don't know exactly what those pods were. They look too small to have like people in it. But maybe they were embryos, infants, maybe not exactly Kryptonians, but there was a meteor shower, at least for some reason, 6 years ago. It doesn't line up with any of the events that we know of from any of the other shows, so I'm not sure if this is something new or not. But it seems, I don't recall it, and I've watched all the other shows, so I could just be, it could be a blip in my memory, or who knows what. They're introducing X-Kryptonite into this as well, which can make sense with why we're seeing some of these super-powered people popping up here and there. And maybe he's turning it into some kind of gaseous kind of form, and maybe that's what was in that container that Jordan blew up. But X-Kryptonite can grant Kryptonian-like powers to humans, to non-Kryptonians. So that seems to line up with the guy that was able to take the hits. We got the assassin that showed up with the heat vision. Now his secretary, who's got an incredibly strong punch. So yeah, that's starting to, those pieces are starting to come together. And, you know, if he's collecting kryptonite, that might even put Lex in his crosshairs here coming soon. So General Lane, I don't know where they're putting him up, because I still don't. So I get why he's moving forward Project 7734, because, you know, he can't rely on Superman right at this point. He can't trust him to always be there because of his shifting priorities as he's now a father, blah, 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 that whole shebang. So he's developing his own project to try to protect Earth on his own. So how is he going to do that? In this version of it, no idea. Is he going to stoop to teaming up with this Lex? Now that I don't know. Maybe he'll use him, call him up and be like, you help me with this problem. Like, say it's to take out Superman, but really to protect the Earth. Because I still can't see Sam in this iteration, in this timeline. While he doesn't agree with anything they're doing, I don't see him, at least right now, have any reason to turn against Clark. Not trusting Clark, not relying on Clark to be there when he needs to be there. Of course, he's going to have to do something to protect the world the best as he can. That's what he does. So I don't know if that's how they'll loop Lex into this whole thing or not, or if he'll get wrapped into the Morgan Edge portion of this, or if those storylines will even converge at all. I really like the way they're still approaching this with Clark and his duties and everything like that. I like how there's this, at first I was like, are they going to do like this meteor freak thing like they did in Smallville, where like, because maybe there was some exposure to kryptonite around there that maybe bestowed some people with powers, because it kind of reminded me of the episode Jitters, if you remember that one, from the employee that worked at LexCorp and ended up shaking uncontrollably to the point he was shaking with super strength and whatnot. But it reminded me of that, as well as, if you're an X-Files fan, the first episode of X-Files, actually multiple episodes of X-Files, when you have abductees, as kind of the same kind of effect, especially in the woods, and especially considering it was shot in the same area up in Vancouver for both of those shows. It's a lot of fun. I really like this episode. I still feel like, I don't know, I feel like Jordan could be more sympathetic to Jonathan's feelings than he's been in this situation. Like, he can see what's going on, and he's not really, I don't know if he knows exactly how to process it, because he's never been on this side. And, you know, it wasn't really until Sarah kind of pointed out, it was like, people like him, like people who have been used to this, they don't really know how to be on the outside all the time. And that's why he's kind of focusing on Tag in this, and he's like going down his own little path here for a little bit. And of course, Jonathan is also feeling kind of out of the loop because of all the attention Jordan's getting. You know, he was the football guy, now Jordan's the star, and he can't seem to get any respect out of anybody on this team. And it's all going to Jordan. Yeah, I like the bits with Clark, you know, being there, being the assistant coach, helping them practice at home, just the whole dynamic there. And then even Lois's side thing with the town vote, and with her paper, and then her little outing with Lana. It was just really, I don't know, there's a lot of really real moments in this, and I keep saying this each episode because I feel like these are real conversations, real feelings that people have. Like, I feel like this show is written extremely well as to how relationships are depicted, jealousy is depicted, and how they're not really, even though we might not completely agree with the stuff that Lana's husband's doing, you know, and all that, and like, they still take the time to show them in a positive light as well. Like, we're seeing layers of people. Like, it's not just black and white right now. Yes, it kind of is with Morgan Edge, but with the everyman, with everybody else, all the other characters, there's these shades of kind of gray. We're not like, this guy's just the dickhead in the town, and that's all he's going to be. Like, he contributes. He's a firefighter. He is there to provide for his family. He's there because he cares about his town. And yeah, he messes up as a husband. Yeah, he messes up as a father. Yeah, he messes up. Well, not even messes up. Yeah, he is ready to believe whatever might help the town, and any attack against that is something he's going to defend against. I like that nuance because we don't really see it that often anymore. It's usually like painted black and white in these types of stories and these types of tales with these types of characters. Who's right and who's wrong, and I like what they're doing with it. It's just very, I don't know. I think it's really smartly written. And even the kids, like I've said before, all the kids feel like kids. And I think everybody in this is performing so well across the board. You know, I've said before that I didn't think Bitsy Tolick was, she never really sold me, at least in her appearances in Supergirl and the crossovers and stuff like that. Like, never completely sold me on her Lois Lane all that much. But she's dominating this. Like, she's 100% Lois Lane, like, in this, like, the way she tackles all of her problems, the way she deals with her frustrations, the way she perseveres, and the way she's got this confidence and this ambition that can't be stopped. That is Lois Lane, and that's who she's embodying in this. The moments with her and Clark in this too, the relationship problems, yeah, they have them. But at the end of the day, everything gets resolved at the end of each episode. And I like that these characters are mature enough and comfortable enough with each other and themselves to feel the things they feel, but then at the end of the day, come back together on it. And that goes for even the kids with Jonathan and Jordan. At the end of the day, they didn't talk about that whole thing, but Jonathan, again, being the miracle child that he is, steps up and admits this whole time to Jordan that, again, in Jordan's down state, after thinking he's to blame for what happened to Tag, and as well for not being able to save him or help him or do anything in that situation, despite having heightened abilities, he was helpless in that moment, and he feels like he's to blame for it. And I guess in a way he is, but that's because Morgan Edge is storing these crates and caches of these either broken down kryptonite or gassed kryptonite. I don't know. They're converting it in some way they can apply it to other people. So I'm not. I can't remember what exactly General Lane said. What kind of form it was taking on, but it was an accident. Is all it was. But he was still felt responsible for it. And then, despite again, his jealousy, all of that. He even admits it straight to Jordan. He's like, yeah, this whole time I've been jealous, but you still know I'm here for you. You know, their bond, like at the end of the day, even though they do have a push and pull, and that's natural because they're brothers and they're 14, which is going to happen. But what doesn't always happen is that pull back together, that union that comes out of it, that love that is clearly there between these two. I really love this show. I can't gush more about it. I don't know, man. I think it's brilliant. And we didn't even focus. I mean, we focused a lot of Morgan Edge in this. We even kind of got a villain of the week with Thaddeus. A little hints of something going on with Tag, of course. But yeah, we got a little distraction with Thaddeus, which shows the world. You know, while we never lost sight of the main plot of this, things happen, and we got to see a Superman villain who wasn't main plot. It didn't feel forced. It didn't feel like filler. It didn't feel like a detour either to me. It just felt like a day in the life of Superman while Lois is doing her thing and following this trail with Morgan Edge. It all felt necessary and relevant and ties into the story that's being told. And I adore it. I like it. So we're 4 episodes in, and I think the show's still riding strong on its high, premiere that it had. So yeah, we'll see. I really wanted to keep the momentum. I'm not sure how it's doing overall right now, considering maybe how much fall off there was after the premiere, if there was any. I'm sure there is. There always is, but I hope the show keeps its momentum and keeps people engaged. It's 100% got me fucking hooked to it. So anyway, guys, I'm going to pass this off to you all. What was your thoughts on this episode? Sound off the comments. We can have that conversation down below. Real quick, I want to give another reminder that my full unedited reactions are available over on Patreon, or if you become a member here to this, I'm covering this show as well as all the other DC shows, the Disney Plus Marvel shows, and the upcoming Star Wars stuff as well. And I'm kind of eyeballing some other things to add on there as well. But yeah, just if you're interested, just help support the channel. Quick shout out to Mandy Sherritt, who as always is a legend of this channel, and my other patrons. Everybody who's been participating in the comments, liking the video, subscribing, you guys are the reason I'm doing this. You guys are so much fun to talk to. You guys are so supportive, and I love you guys. You make this so much fun. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. I will catch you guys in the next episode of Superman and Lois. Take care, everybody.